Hello my dear students, welcome back to the another virtual class of political science. So today we are going to do with a different topic, and today's topic is the Prime Minister of India. Okay, we'll discuss about the powers and positions of the Prime Minister of our country. You might have studied this topic in class 10 also, so this we have to discuss in detail in political science. In the previous class, in previous two videos, I have made a series on this chapter, the executive. So if you have not watched it, you can go to my channel and search the playlist ISC class 12 political science, and separate chapters on legislature, executive already is there, so you can watch it easily. Okay, so Prime Minister and the powers of the Prime Minister will discuss today. So before I start this topic, I would like to request you all to watch the previous topic, that is based on the powers and positions of the President of our country, who is the nominal head of our country. Please watch it, it is there in the playlist. If not, then you can search in the description of this video also. So let's start our today's class. So today we'll discuss about the functions of the Prime Minister of a country. Before that, I would like to tell you how is the Prime Minister of our country elected. The Prime Minister of our country is elected by the people of our country through a universal adult franchise. Those who have attended the age of 18 and above, they are entitled to vote, and when they become the member of the parliament, that is the Lok Sabha, the majority party forms the government, and the head of the majority party is chosen by the party members as well as the party heads to be the Prime Minister of the country. And the Prime Minister is appointed by the President. Appointment is done by the President, but election is done by the people of our country. So once the Prime Minister takes the oath of office of the Prime Minister, PMO, that is Prime Minister office, then what does he do? On the same day of taking oath also, he can take oath along with other ministers also, and those ministers are appointed by the President on the advice of the Prime Minister. Suppose I am the Prime Minister, so I know who can do my work and to whom I can trust, so I can form my team, and I can choose that team from among the members of a Lok Sabha who belongs to my party. Okay, according to their capability and ability and their experience, I will give them certain ministries, and appointment will be done by the President of our country. Okay, so now some of the functions are there with the Prime Minister of a country has to do. The first one, as I told you, is formation of Council of Minister. So Prime Minister forms the Council of Minister in the sense that Prime Minister decides who will be given what ministry, that is to be decided by the Prime Minister. Suppose Finance Ministry is there, Home Ministry is there, Defense Ministry, so many ministries are there. If I ask you to categorize, there are three categories of minister. The Cabinet Minister is there, then what you call it, Cabinet Ministry is there, State Ministers are there, Deputy Ministers are there. So all these ministries are given to the ministers by the Prime Minister of our country, but he decides whom to give that particular ministry, and that ministries are given according to the quality and ability and capability of that member of the parliament. Okay, so that is decided and done by the Prime Minister of our country. That is why it is said Prime Minister forms the Council of Ministers. Okay, Council of Ministers are formed by the Prime Minister. So why it is called Council of Ministers? Because all the ministers together are known as Council of Ministers. It is a collective noun used for the ministers. Okay, bouquet of flower, okay, bundle of rods. In the same way, Council of Ministers. So there are three categories of ministers: the Cabinet Ministers, which are the highest rank minister. After that, State Ministers are there, then Deputy Ministers are there. Okay, so these are the categories of ministers, but all these three categories together are known as a Council of Ministers. Okay, and that Council of Ministers are formed by the Prime Minister, because Prime Minister is the head of the government and he has the power to decide whom to give the particular ministry. Okay, at present, you know, we have a home ministry, and who is the home minister of our country at present? Sri Amit Shah is there. Okay, in the same way different ministries are there that are given under different ministers. Okay, that is known as a formation of council of ministers. Next one is there allocation of portfolios. It is somewhat similar. Portfolio means whom to give the particular ministry. Suppose home ministry is there, home is there, okay, defense is there, finance is there, okay, finance is there. In the same way different sports ministry is there, then what you call it, railway ministry is there. In the same way so many ministries are there. Whom to give? Number 1 finance ministry to this person, number 2 home ministry Sri Amit Shah, number 3 defense ministry Dr. Rajnath Singh. Okay, so this way the allocation of portfolios, that is decided by the Prime Minister. Allocation of portfolios are decided by the Prime Minister. Simple, he prepares a list, names of different ministries are there, and just on the side of the ministry किसको देना है, किसको क्या ministry देना है. Just now I told you, home ministry अच्छा Amit Shah, defense ministry Rajnath Singh. इस तरह से decision is made by the Prime Minister of our country, though he takes the advice of the other senior ministers, friends also among the ministry, that is done, but overall decision is made by the Prime Minister. So that is called allocation of portfolios. Okay, is that clear? Now next one is chairman. Okay, one more you can see here, allocation of portfolio, reshuffling of portfolio is also there, reshuffling. Okay, that means reshuffling, reshuffling. Okay, I'll write it over here. Okay, reshuffling of a portfolio. That means suppose I have made Mr. A as the finance minister, Mr. B as the defense minister, already done. So it is not that once they are given the portfolio they have to continue with that. Very simple. If they do the work properly, smoothly, no problem. If they find problem and they are not able to do the able to take care of that ministry properly, then he can change it. A will be removed, B will be removed, some other C and D will be given that charge. Okay, so suppose Amit Shah became sick or he is unable to perform his duties properly, he has to concentrate on strengthening the parties all over India, so his position will be given to somebody else. किसी और को home minister बना देंगे, उनको free कर देंगे ताकि he will look after the other party works and all. This is a reshuffling. That means reshuffling means A could be made the finance minister, B could be made the defense minister, यहाँ से वहाँ हो सकता है. ठीक है, that is possible. reshuffle करना, फिर से यहाँ से वहाँ करना. ठीक है. So suppose for example A is the finance minister, okay, B is the defense minister. Okay, so now what I will do, suppose B को मैंने finance minister बना दिया, A को मैंने defense minister बना दिया, so यहाँ से वहाँ कर दिया, so reshuffle कर दिया. And in this case one more thing we have to keep it in mind, that if the person is not eligible and not able to do the work properly, then he can be removed also. हटाया भी जा सकता, he can be removed. Okay, removal of the minister. If he is unable to do the work as a minister, and if he is given a ministry but he doesn't have any idea and he is not doing the work honestly, then he can be removed. Simple. आप मेरा नाम खराब करोगे, इससे अच्छा मैं ही आपको साइड कर दूं, है ना. So once he is removed from the ministry, it doesn't mean that he will be removed from the parliament. He will be a member of the parliament but not as a minister, because I made you the minister, so I have the power to remove you. If you don't do the work properly and smoothly, I can remove you. Do you understand? So removal of the ministries, removal of the ministers. Okay, then next one we have is coordinator in chief. So you know that Prime Minister is the coordinator chief. Okay, defense minister, finance minister, railway minister, okay, coal minister, agriculture minister, railway minister, so many ministries are there. अलग-अलग ministry को देख रहा है कौन? Who is looking after different ministries? The ministers in charge. And who is the boss? Prime Minister is the boss. So Prime Minister is the one who coordinate the work of different ministries. सही तरीका से coordinate करके काम करना. Okay, if there is a problem between two ministry, then it is the duty of the prime minister to settle those problems so that there won't be problem in future. Because if there is a problem, who will finally face the problem? Prime minister will face the problem. Okay, बाद में problem किसको होगा? Prime minister को ही होगा. That is why he coordinates the different works of the ministries properly. Okay, the coordination of different ministries. So coordinator in chief, prime minister is the coordinator in chief. Okay, he is the general manager of the state and the chief coordinator. It is his responsibility to coordinate the activities of all the departments and to secure cooperation among all departments. There should be a cooperation among all the different departments. Okay, if there is any differences among different departments, so he resolves the differences between different departments. Okay, and ये हो गया coordinator in chief. So now next two more topics are there, that is leader of the parliament and role as the leader of the nation. So leader of the parliament, so you know that he is the leader of the country, he is the leader of the Lok Sabha, because his government is there, his majority is there, his party has secured the majority. So definitely whenever we call about him as a leader of the parliament, because yes, prime minister is the leader of the parliament, all the important decisions are taken with the consent of the prime minister, because who runs the country? It is the government which runs the country. And who is the government? The prime minister and the council of ministers, they are the head of the government. Though decisions are taken in the parliament, but the final decisions are always decided and taken by the prime minister and the council of ministers. So leader of the parliament. So it is mentioned prime minister as the leader of the Lok Sabha is also the leader of parliament. You know that prime minister is the leader of Lok Sabha. So being the leader of Lok Sabha, he is also the leader of the parliament. Okay, so in the capacity of the leader, it is he who decides the consultation with the speaker of Lok Sabha, the complete agenda of the house. So what should be the agenda of the Lok Sabha? With consultation with the Lok Sabha speaker, he decides this. So it is the Lok Sabha with the consultation of the speaker of Lok Sabha decides the agenda of the house. Okay, so that is the leader of the parliament. Next one we have is role as the leader of the nation. Role as the leader of the nation. So you know that being the leader of his party, number one, he is the member of Lok Sabha, he is the leader of the Lok Sabha. Okay, he is the leader of the government, he is the leader of the nation as a whole. Who is the leader of the nation as a whole? Prime minister is the leader of the nation as a whole. Okay, so like we can say that we know about the leadership qualities of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Then we had Mrs. Gandhi. Okay, then after that we have present Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who takes a very important decisions of the country, right? That means people have become fan of the Prime Minister of our country, right? He wins the heart, he owns the heart of the people with his charismatic leadership, like before a long time back Prime Minister Pandit Nehru was there, then Indira Gandhi was there. Those who took important decisions to save their country, definitely we love them. So even our Prime Minister at present, Narendra Modi, he has taken different steps for the development of our country. So definitely we love this type of leadership qualities for our country. So leader. Who can be a leader? A person who wins the heart of the people and takes the important decisions for the country, for the benefit of the country, not the benefit for the party. So our present Prime Minister works selflessly day and night for the development and the improvement of our country. When he sleeps at night, that time also he thinks about his country. Okay, so definitely what you call it, the nationalism flows in his blood, my dear. Okay, so that is why, my dear, I like him, and his quality is very good. He has become the prime minister. He has seen the poverty. So a person who has seen the poverty definitely will remove poverty from our country. So very soon our country is going to be the richest country in the world, my dear, because this type of leadership we are not going to get it again in future. Okay, so this is all about the role as a leader of the nation. So what has to be done for our country? What is needed for our country, that decision has to be taken by the Prime Minister. Just like a father of the family decides what is best for your family okay, that he does or she does the same way. The Prime Minister, who is the head of our country, his role is to protect the country from the foreign aggression, to uplift the economy of the country for the betterment of the people of our country. Okay children, so that is all about the Prime Minister. Okay, so these are some of the important powers which we needed to discuss, and we discussed also. Few more are there. If you wish, you can go through it. If you still want more information about the powers and functions, then please drop your queries in the comment box of my channel. Okay, so I'm always there to reply to your comments. Okay, and if possible, please share this video to your friends also, so that they can also take benefit from these videos and all. Okay, so this much was for today. And in the next class we'll come with some different topics. So till then, take care, stay safe, bye bye.